Money, happiness, and the fountain of youth. These are three things people are constantly in the search of, will pay big money for, and do some sketchy things for as well. Hi, I'm Tracy from the Money Boss Show, and I am here to help you step into your personal power, make more money, and build your dream life. I don't know about you, but in today's day and age, it is harder and harder to have a sense of peace and happiness, it seems. There is so much chaos on the outside. It leaves so many of us questioning what is the meaning of it all and makes us feel a little at unease, like uh, uncomfortable, stressed out, worried, frantic. If you look at anybody outside in the world, I would say it's more chaotic today than it's ever been. So you have people looking for happiness, and that is the title of today's video, the ultimate happiness formula. And for the life of me, I cannot remember where I picked this up, but ever since I learned these three things, I've been able to stop and check, realign, and then go forward with a feeling of happiness. So, do you ever find that in life, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel kind of blah? There were times when all of a sudden I'd be busy, busy, happy, just doing big things, having fun. And then you'd kind of come to a point and you're like, oh, it's blah. I just don't know what's off. And then I'd start going through, and then I couldn't quite figure out why I was off. Then I had this happiness formula shared with me. And it has been my secret weapon for probably about 10, 15 years. And I'm going to share it with you today. So, the first one, and it is so simple, but every time I find myself in that blah mode and just feeling like, just disconnected, not feeling good, I go to these three items and I go this, and usually one of them are off. So then I reset the three and then I find it picks me back up. So, okay, no more gatekeeping. I'm going to share it with you. The first one is something to do. So obviously, most of us have to work in this world, right? So that could be your job. But I find sometimes if you're in a career you don't like, or you feel stuck, or you get bored, it is important to have something to do to keep you busy. Because one of my favorite quotes is, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And actually, if I find myself stewing, I'll be like, oh, I don't mind as devil's workshop, Tracy. Snap, snap. Like, let's get with it. You're obviously not focused or busy enough if you have time to sit here and stew. So, something to do, a job, children to take care of, and even a hobby or something that you are interested in, right? Something to do that keeps you excited, keeps you busy, gives you meaning. Number two, someone to love. And of course, this is important. And if we do have someone to love in our life, a spouse, children, parents, siblings, all those individuals, grandparents, whatever it is, that's amazing. If you don't, it can be a pet. It could be a goldfish called Timmy. As long as you have something, someone to connect with. It could be volunteering if you're a single individual. We forget that even in this day and age of being so connected digitally, I would venture to guess that we are less connected than ever. This is amazing, and we have this, but the human to human interaction just provides the connection that, whether we like to admit it or not, we need it. Even if you call yourself an introvert, human connection is important. Hey, it's me. Real quick, if you're enjoying this episode, like it and subscribe so you don't miss a future video. I am here to create a money revolution, and that involves helping people, helping you step into your personal power, make more money, and build your dream life. It is possible. It is possible for you. Join me on this money revolution. Subscribe now. And, even just getting out, if you work from home, if you're a single individual, going out into the city and just wandering around a mall, being around people is the energy. So, number one, something to do. Number two, someone to love. Number three, something to look forward to. And this right here, fortunately, I have something to do, lots of things to do. My media company and the Money Boss channel is my new something to do. If you have someone to love, amazing. Something to look forward to. This is a big one, big one. Usually, because I have number one and number two, I'm very fortunate. If I find myself going, oh, mm, I'm feeling a little blue, feeling a little blah, for me, it's usually number three. I need something to look forward to. Because here's the thing, and this is what happens as we age, we have the tendency to look into the past and go, well, those were the good old days. And here's the thing, if you look into the past, that causes depression. Because if you don't have something in the future that's pulling you forward, that you can look forward to, you tend to look to the past as your glory days, your greater days. And then you get that feeling of depression, that things aren't good, that the best days of your life are behind you. When really a great expression is the best is yet to come. But here's the thing, if we are living as victims or just people showing up to our day to day, not realizing we're creating our reality, like I talk about in all the videos I put out, if we just show up and we're letting life happen to us, we forget that we have to put on the captain hat and take charge of our life. So something to do, something or someone to love, and something to look forward to. Don't randomly wait for the good times and the bad times to come and then knock you to this side and this side like a ship lost at sea. My most important thing that keeps me excited is something to look forward to. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't need to be a trip. Trips are big. Trips are expensive. It doesn't need to be a concert. Honestly, I always have little things that I'm looking forward to at all times. So it could be as simple as a new book coming, going for a walk, hanging out with friends or family. Something as easy as on Friday night, I'm going to watch this movie. So it has something that's going to pull you forward instead of going, oh, I miss that. I miss my college days. I miss before I had kids, whatever your story is, looking back, it is our responsibility as creators of our life to make sure we have something in the future, something that's exciting, something that's pulling us forward, something that makes us want to get up in the morning. And maybe you're like, well, I love ballet, but I'm a 50-year-old woman and I have kids and I stopped ballet and dancing when I was in high school. Why don't you start it? I know a lady, she was a client. She was a busy, busy, hard-driven lawyer. No time, no time. She was actually a dancer when she was younger. She stopped it, I think probably to go to university and got really busy. She started up in her 40s and she said, I have never felt so alive because she was doing what she loved doing, right? Sometimes in this day and age where the hustle is important, we always think we need to either be the adult and be serious and no time for happiness. Life is a struggle. That's a choice. Yes, we have responsibilities. Yes, my goodness, we have some hard things going on, and I am sorry if you're dealing with that. But do yourself a favor. I fully believe life doesn't need to be a struggle. You can find something, some little things. Maybe there's a mug you want to buy at TJ Maxx or Winners. Maybe you leave that there. You found it on a Tuesday. Maybe you leave it there and go on Saturday. assuming it's there, or maybe you buy it, put it away as a prize, and then you get to Saturday and you give it to yourself. So always have something to look forward to, because I find I go blah if I don't. And then I tend to look back and start missing the days of the past. And the truth is, we always look back with rose-colored glasses, because when we were there, it's usually not that fantastic. We wanted to be over here, right? Isn't that funny? Human nature. So, something to do, someone to love, something to look forward to. And I'm going to add two more. Those three were my go-to up until quite recently. And I'm going to add a fourth and fifth bonus. Actually, I'd put one of these at the top and then one at the bottom. I would say number one would be define happiness. Because here's the thing, happiness, we're chasing happiness. Happiness is an emotion. Emotions are fleeting. We feel sadness, we feel tiredness, we feel joy, we feel anger, we feel happiness. We can't stay in a state of happiness. My goodness, I've tried, guys. I love happiness. Don't we all? But we can't stay there. It's a fleeting emotion. And if we're chasing a fleeting emotion, that's a never-ending rabbit hunt, right? So we need to find our own personal metric of happiness, of success, of a good life. What do you actually want? It could be money, it could be relationships, but what do you want to feel on the inside? Do you want to feel peace? Well, if peace is your main feeling, maybe that just involves 5 minutes sitting in quietness, meditating. Maybe that's a daily walk outside. What is that feeling that you want to feel? What is happiness? Maybe it is just having enough money to pay the bills and raise your children. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it's mentoring people. What provides you with happiness? If we don't know the goal that we're going towards, we never know if we're getting there, right? And for so long, I chase that invisible happiness. Well, what's happiness? You set an income target, you get there, and you're like, I'm grateful, but I'm still not happiness. I'm still not happy. Next. So then it's a never-ending circuit. So for me, finally, what is happiness? I want enough money to pay my bills and extra. Because at the end of the day, once you buy all this stuff and you do that, money, unless you're going out and buying like Ferraris and mansions, at a certain point, your income and an increase in income, actually at $70,000 a year, they say. After that point, your basic needs are covered, and more money after that point doesn't give you that much more happiness. It's unbelievable, but it's actually true. So, what is happiness? I didn't define that until recently. For me, I love being on my ranch. I love learning and communicating ideas and information that'll impact other people and help them take control of their financial destiny, putting it out on my media channels, having enough money to pay my bills, having stuff to look forward to. And that's not necessarily big stuff. That's like a new book. I got a brand new book I'm going to be reading tonight. Really, that's happiness to me. And happiness and success changes as we grow and mature, right? But if you don't know where you want to go or what happiness and success looks like to you, it's going to be a never-ending hamster wheel until you finally go, there is never enough. And what am I chasing? Define happiness. What is it for you? Maybe if you're that person that danced when you were a teenager, maybe you enroll in that. And as long as you're dancing, you got a job, you're paying your bills, you're taking care of your family, that could be happiness. In this day and age in social media with mansions and celebrities, we're taught that like we just need all this. At the end of the day, gosh, I'm the money boss and I want people to be a money boss because it's important. It's important to be able to make money, to provide security for yourself and take care of yourself and your friends and family, etc. But what is happiness to you? Not TV, not social media standards. What is success and happiness? I'm going to share with you my actual favorite quote about success. This was a game changer for me. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. Earl Nightingale. When I heard that, I had a few favorite quotes about success. And then all of a sudden, it just hit me because success and life is a journey. It's not really when you hit that destination, it's like, okay, what next? That income goal, built the business, bought the car, bought the land. It's just milestones. But if you take an outlook of your life being a journey and your life being a goal and what defines happiness and success and a mission for you, maybe that's raising good children. Maybe that's building a business to provide security because you don't want to go to a job. Maybe that's being a pastor at a church or volunteering. What is success? And to me, that's the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. And for me, once I got through all those benchmarks, then I'm like, what's next? And then you lose meaning and you get deflated, like that after Christmas feeling when you achieve, achieve, achieve. So to me, I realize my purpose here on earth is to learn, to take all these books and ideas and complicated ideas, concepts, learn it, and then bring it back to the individuals that watch the Money Boss channel and my main media company channel so that I can take these big ideas that people don't have time and bring them down and share them with the audience. And to me, as long as I'm learning, which is my passion, all these books, it lights me up. As long as I'm learning and sharing this and helping people take control of their financial destiny, that is success to me. Like it lights me up. I do this for fun. I'm the money boss and I do this for fun. I don't charge anybody anything right now. I don't have much available. I just love providing this information to you guys. So, one more time, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or idea. And here's the thing, when we look at our life and our mission and our career as a journey, instead of focusing on milestones that we can push to achieve, but sometimes things don't line up and we don't meet them. And then we feel like a failure because we didn't make 100,000, a million, 10 million, whatever goals we set for ourselves. The economy can crash and that can affect your income. And then you feel like a failure. Meanwhile, you make $2 million and you put a bunch of money in the bank and you are a failure because you didn't meet your goal. Goals are important. It keeps us going forward, but a longer outlook on life and a destination and a personal mission to me is a great way to find happiness, right? Because as long as you're doing what lights you up, you're going to feel connected with your inner essence. That's what I believe. So I would raise that right to the top as the new number one. And then the bonus at the end that I've added on recently is guard your focus. Now more than ever, I haven't watched news since I was like a young teenager. I grew up watching my grandparents, my parents like captivated by the TV and like watch this news and then visibly see it affect them and ruin their whole day. When meanwhile, you can't do much about what's on the news. I said, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And yes, we need to know what's going on and be aware and not lack sensitivity. But here's what I've learned. If we guard our focus, tap into whatever our mission is, going to work, making a paycheck, raising great kids, building a business, employing people, pastoring, ministering, volunteering. If we put the blinders on and focus on our mission, we can actually make a difference. And if everybody did that in their life, we would all change the world faster than looking at the news and going, oh my God, the world is a sinking ship, right? That is the harmful thing they taught us, to always be looking out, trying to change everybody else, our spouse, our parents, our siblings, the world, our employers, our coworkers. You can't change anybody but yourself. So I stop watching the news. I guard my focus. I know what's going on as a business person. I need to know, but I guard my focus so that I can concentrate on my companies and put out the best information for the people that tune into my channels. That's my mission. If I'm sitting there going, the world's ending, this is, I would metafizzle and not be able to show up for the people that need me. So let's go over the 5 of those that we have now instead of just the 3. My new list of 5. Number 1, define happiness and success for you. Just you, nobody else, because this is your journey. Number 2, something to do. Number 3, someone to love. Even a cat or a goldfish named Jimmy is fine. Number 4, something to look forward to. And number 5, guard your focus. Just like the race horses, the thoroughbred race horses, if you ever watch it on TV or in person, they wear these halters with blinding cups here, because if a horse who's doing a race and they're running fast, if they just happen to turn their head to look because they see another horse coming up beside them, it actually throws their gait off. I was a previous horse owner, pardon me. It throws their gait, like their run, off. And it's actually very dangerous because it throws their balance off. And if they're going so fast with the jockey on the back and they don't actually know where the other horses are, them just turning their head a little bit, imagine their long, long heads, throws them off and can cause them to trip, and then the jockey, and then just a wreck. So I use that as one of my favorite metaphors for life. There are tragic and beautiful things that happen in this world. Always have, always do, always will. This world is a world full of people. We can never have complete and utter happiness. You can argue with me if you want, but that's the reality. Has it ever been different? Is it different? So here, you got to look at your life and run your race. Guard your focus, because that's how you're going to be the best version of you. And when you are the best version of yourself, you're the best mom, you're the best spouse, you're the best dad, whatever the case is. You're the best daughter, coworker. Put the roles in there. When you're focused on everybody and you're tired and exhausted and depressed and you don't have anything to look forward to and you're not doing anything that lights you up, you're a bah humbug Sally, right? And most importantly, not on the effect of anybody else. It's just you. We only get one go round on this world right now. It doesn't need to be a struggle. And it's pretty easy to find some small benchmarks of happiness, things to do, things to look forward to. And honestly, guys, I had to share that, because this has been a game changer for me. Every time I feel a little blah, a little off, a little stale, little like, oh, life's not exciting, I go, okay, let's find something to look forward to and let's go. I hope this helped. If you liked this video, this success and happiness formula, like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. And if you really want to know when we release good information, next videos, podcasts, go to the moneybosscollective.co and sign up for our community. Thanks for being here, and let's make 2025 an amazing year. See you guys.